one thing I think we're not always cognizant about is that a lot of the time the movies or series that we watch have actually been inspired by a book. And so I am going to be sharing 5 random selections from the fiction section of my online bookstore, the Kgosi Bookshelf. You can view the catalog by visiting www.kgosibookshelf.com or clicking on the link in my bio. And looking at the stack, I see that some of these books are also under the Bioscope section, which means these are books that have been translated into movies or TV series. The first one is My Sister's Keeper. I remember reading this in high school because the movie came out when I was in high school. And so I think I watched the movie first before reading the book, which was a mistake. Because when I was reading this book, I was like, so many things have changed. Why? And I think this was the first book that I read that was turned into a movie. So now I know that if a book is made into a movie, then there are things that are going to change. The synopsis reads, Sarah Fitzgerald's daughter Kate is just 2 years old when she is diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia. Reeling with the helpless shock of it, Sarah knows she will do anything, whatever it takes to save a child. Then the test results come back time and again to show that no one in the family is a match for Kate. If they are to find a donor for the crucial bone marrow transplant she needs, there's only one option: creating another baby, specifically designed to save her sister. For Sarah, it seems the ideal solution. Not only does Kate live, but she gets a beautiful daughter, Anna, too. Until the moment Anna hands Sarah the papers that will rock her world. Because age 13, Anna has decided that she doesn't want to help Kate live anymore. She is suing her parents for the right to her own body. And this was really an interesting movie to watch, and the book explored more themes which are not covered in the movie. And then I know the girlies love this one. This is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I remember when I was at Wits, all the girls wanted to watch The Notebook. It's their favorite romance movie. They want a love story like the one depicted in The Notebook. Noel Calvin has returned for more, and in an attempt to escape the ghost of battle, he sets his mind and his body to restoring an old plantation home to its former beauty. But he is haunted by memories of the beautiful girl he met there years before, a girl who stole his heart at the fun fair, whose parents didn't approve, a girl he wrote to every day for a year. When Ellie Hamilton shows up on his doorstep, exactly as he has held her in his memory for all these years, Noah has one last chance to win her back. Only this time, it's not just her parents in the way. Ellie is engaged, and she's not a woman to go back on her promises. This seems spicy. I haven't watched this movie, I think. I might have been, but then, no, I haven't. This one was actually not made into a movie yet. But I remember watching a movie with similar themes, and it was American Son. It also has Kerry Washington. So as I was reading this, I listened to the audiobook for this, and I was so happy with the audiobook. I kept thinking back to that movie. The synopsis reads, Riley and Jen have been best friends since they were children, and they thought their bond was unbreakable. It never mattered to them that Riley is black and Jen is white. And then Jen's husband, a Philadelphia police officer, is involved in the shooting of an unarmed black teenager, and everything changes in an instant. This one act could destroy more than just Riley and Jen's friendship. As their community takes sides, so must Jen and Riley, and for the first time in their lives, the lifelong friends find themselves on opposing sides. But can anyone win a fight like this? This is We Are Not Like Them by Christine Pride and Joe Piazza. I absolutely enjoyed listening to this audiobook, so I think this is definitely a book to read. Another book which is very popular, and I watched the movie but didn't read the book, is The Kite Runner. From this author, Khalid Hosseini, I read Thousand Splendid Suns. That was a good book, I must admit. So this one is set in 1970s Afghanistan. 12-year-old Amir is desperate to win the local kite flying tournament, and his loyal friend Hassan promises to help him. But neither of the boys can foresee what will happen to Hassan that afternoon, an event that is to shatter their lives. After the Russians invade and the family is forced to flee to America, Amir realizes that one day he must return to an Afghanistan under Taliban rule to find one thing his new world cannot grant him: redemption. Watching this movie was very heartbreaking. I actually don't know if I can go through the book. I don't know at this point. But if you read The Kite Runner, what were your thoughts? And the last book is The Mountain Shadow. I think this is a continuation of Shantaram. I personally haven't read Shantaram because it is close to 1,000 pages. It's a very thick book. I have been in my thin book era, and this is also another thick book. This one says, Shantaram introduced millions of readers to a cast of unforgettable characters through Lynn, an Australian fugitive working as a passport forger for a branch of the Bombay Mafia. In The Mountain Shadow, the long-awaited sequel, Lynn must find his way in a Bombay run by different generations of mafia dons, played by a different set of rules. It's been 2 years since the events in Shantaram, and since Lynn lost two people he had come to love, his father figure Karabai and his soulmate Carla, married to a handsome Indian media tycoon. Lynn returns from a struggling trip to a city that seems to have changed too much too soon. Many of his old friends are long gone. The new mafia leadership has become entangled and increasingly violent in dangerous intrigues. And a fabled holy man challenges everything that Lynn thought he'd learned about love and life. But Lynn can't leave the island city. Carla and a fatal promise won't let him go. I think if you enjoyed Shantaram, then this is the sequel that you need to get and also read. But this is a thick book. Overall, these are the 5 books from my fiction shelf, and maybe also the Bioscope shelf on the Kgosi Bookshelf. So if you would like to add one of these or 2 of these to your library, if you want to read them, click on the link in my bio or visit www.kgosibookshelf.com, and maybe you might find something else to read on the catalog as well.